Starting at the front of the mat, and feel your feet on the ground. And when you're ready, you can inhale and reach the arms up above the head. Palms connect, look up to the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, keep soft through the knees, let the head go. As you inhale, you can take the hands to the shins to really stretch the spine forward, look forward. Plant your hands, step or jump back to plank and lower chaturanga. And come all the way to the belly if you like, to move into a cobra or just cruise straight into an upward dog. And exhale, back into your downward dog. Soften the knees and lift and spread the sitting bones. Spread the fingers nice and wide and press your hands into the mat to stretch your spine. Take deep breaths into the belly and see if you can connect with Uddiyana Bandha as you exhale, draw in below the navel, and maintain this action somewhat throughout the practice. Look forward, bend your knees, lift your sitting bones, step or jump to the front of the mat, lengthen the spine forward, look forward, and then exhale, fold into your legs. Soft through the knees as you inhale all the way up, palms connect, look up. Exhale, Tadasana, back to standing. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms connect, look up. Exhale, fold forward, soft through the knees, let the head go. Inhale, look forward, lengthen the spine forward. And exhale, step or jump back to plank and lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, shoulders back and down, lift the chest. Then exhale, back via plank to downward dog. Feet are about hip width apart here. Outer edges of the feet run parallel to the outer edges of the mat. And again, keep the knees soft so you can really lift and spread the sitting bones. And if it's comfortable, you can start to draw the heels down towards the mat. But keep the knees soft. This is important. Take your awareness into your shoulders and your upper arms and see if you can wrap the armpits in towards each other around the front of the chest. So it's an external rotation through the shoulders and the upper arms, creating loads of space around the neck and the shoulders. And when you're ready, look forward, bend your knees, lift your sitting bones, step, walk or jump between the hands, lengthen the spine forward, look forward. Exhale, fold. Strength of the legs brings you up, arms extend, palms connect, look up. Exhale, Tadasana, back to standing. And again, inhale, reach the arms up, palms connect, look up. Exhale, fold forward, soft through the knees, let the head go. Inhale, look forward, lengthen forward, pull the belly in. And then step the left foot back lightly to the back edge of the mat. Front knee stacks above the ankle. And inhale up to crescent lunge, arms extend up next to the ears. And tuck under through your pelvis here and pull your belly in. The chest lifts up and forward, pull your ribs in. Arms reach right up next to your ears. As you exhale, take your hands down to the mat and step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. And inhale either upward dog or cobra. And then exhale via plank back to downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here in downward dog. Soft through the knees, lifting and spreading the sitting bones. And then stepping the left foot forward between the hands, slowly inhaling up to crescent lunge. As you bend into the front knee, stack it above the ankle and pull back through the left hip. Press into your back heel, open out through the back of the right knee. Slight tuck under through the pelvis, draw in through the navel. Then exhale, hands down, and step forward to the front of the mat. Lengthen the spine forward, and then exhale to fold. Inhale all the way to standing, arms extend, palms connect above the head, look up. Exhale, Tadasana. Bringing the hands to the heart, going to step the left foot back to the back edge of the mat. So we take a heel to heel alignment here and about 1 meter between the feet. Inhale, reach the arms out wide, and then exhale, right hand to the right shin bone and extend up through the left arm. So take your awareness into your feet here. You really want to press down through the outer edge of your back foot or your left foot and lift the arch in that back foot. In your front foot, press down through the root of the big toe and lift the arch, but keep all the other toes soft and keep soft through the right knee. Inhale up, swivel the feet, and then exhale into the other side. Left hand to the left shin, extend up through the right arm. So again, feel your feet, and then soften the left knee. Slightly tuck under through the pelvis, and lean back into the posture, and extend in all directions. If it's comfortable on the neck, you can look up, but you can also just look forward or down if it's more comfortable. Make sure you're breathing here. Breath moves into the belly. Inhale, come up. Again, swivel the feet, and this time you can go a little wider with the feet. You're going to come into side angle pose. Right elbow down to the right thigh and extend up and over through the left arm. Make sure you don't lift that left shoulder up towards the ear. Really pull it down towards the waist. And if it's comfortable, you can look up. And try not to dump too much weight into the right arm. So use the strength of your legs and the strength of your core. Pull up through the pelvic floor and draw in below the navel. Inhale, come up, swivel the feet for the other side, and then bend into your left knee. Left elbow to the left thigh, and up and over through the right arm. And again, moving that right shoulder straight away down towards the waist, creating loads of space around the neck and the shoulders. And pressing down through the outer edge of that right foot, lifting the arch, and making sure the toes are relaxed on the left foot, bending into the left knee so it's above the ankle. And a slight tuck under through the pelvis, again, connect with your bandhas, pull up through the pelvic floor, draw in below the navel, and kind of rotate the chest towards the sky. Make sure you're breathing, not putting too much weight into that left arm. Feeling the strength of the legs. As you inhale, come up. And then swivel that foot. So this time, you'll face the long edge of the mat, toes slightly turn in, so the outer edges of the feet run parallel to the outer edges of the mat. And then inhale, lift the chest, look up, and exhale, fold forward. You can keep the hands here underneath the shoulders if you like, especially if you're feeling a little tight through the hamstrings. Really press down through the outer edges of the heels here. Lift the arches, soften the knees, and then take the left hand under the chest into the center line and extend up through the right arm. And really press that left hand into the mat to peel the right shoulder back. And if it's comfortable in the neck, you can gaze up towards your top hand, especially with your left eye. Keep lifting and spreading through the sitting bones in an even weight distribution between the feet. And exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm extends up. And so again, pressing the right hand into the mat to peel the left shoulder back and open. And taking your gaze to the top hand, especially with your right eye. And make sure the arches in the feet aren't collapsing, so pressing down through the outer edges of the heels, keeping the knees soft and lifting and spreading the sitting bones. And really lengthen the spine forward. Keep the breath moving. When you're ready, exhale both hands down to the mat. Again, you can stay here if you like. This might be enough for you, keeping the spine parallel to the earth. If you feel like you've got a little more range, you can walk the hands between the feet, and if the head touches the ground, just narrow the feet a little. And over time, as you start to stretch through the waist, you might find the head touches the ground, and again, you can just narrow the feet so you can lengthen the spine and the waist a little more without the head on the floor being in the way. You don't want to put any pressure on the neck. You want to just let the head hang. The weight of the head will create space between the vertebrae of the neck and the spine. And make sure the arches again aren't collapsing. Keep pressing the outer edges of the heels, softening the knees and lifting and spreading the sitting bones. Stretch the waist, that area between your iliac crest and your lower ribs. You want to really lengthen that area. When you're ready, walk the hands forward, look forward, lengthen the spine forward. And we're going to walk the hands around to the right leg. And so you might just be able to take the right hand to the outer edge of the right leg and keep the left hand on the ground here. Or you might be able to reach both hands to the outer edge of the right ankle. It's important that you don't overextend here. And so soften the knees as much as you need to. You might feel a really nice stretch down the left side of the body and relieve any tension from the neck and the shoulders. And keep the breath moving so that the body can actually receive the posture instead of becoming really tense. When you're ready, come back to center, lengthen the spine forward so you can neutralize the spine. And then take your time coming to the other side. The left hand takes the outer edge of the left ankle. Maybe both hands take the ankle. And really kind of move the belly button towards that left thigh and keep stretching through the waist. Breath moves to the belly, and each time you exhale, really connect to that Uddiyana Bandha, drawing in below the navel. Keep pulling up through the pelvic floor and keep the face soft, so the jaw is soft. The breath is steady and the gaze is steady, whether the eyes are open or whether they're closed. When you're ready, come back to center again, lengthen the spine forward, stretch the spine forward. And then take your peace fingers around your big toes. Now the pointer finger and thumbs connect to create a mudra. And again, narrow through the feet here if the head touches the ground. And then bend the elbows out to the side. So if this is too much for the hamstrings, just bend your knees deeply. Really allow the knees to bend as much as you like here so you can let the spine hang. And then you'll find that as you press down through the outer edges of your heels, whilst the knees are a little bent and lifting and spreading the sitting bones, you're really going to access the hamstrings. Make sure you move the shoulders away from the ears and away from the earth so the neck is nice and long and the shoulders are spacious. And try not to carry any tension in the neck. And when you're ready, lengthen the spine forward, look forward. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, all the way to standing, use the strength of the legs. And then turn your toes slightly out. You're going to bend your knees so the knees will stack above the ankles. Bring your hands to your heart, slightly tuck under through your pelvis and draw the knees back. It's important here that you engage your bandhas, so pull up through the pelvic floor and draw in below the navel and really lift the spine up and away from the pelvis. Take a few deep breaths in, connect with the legs, feel the ground beneath your feet. And then take the hands to the legs, just above the knees. You're going to bring that right hand down to the inner side of the right thigh almost, and lock the right arm out so you can really kind of press into that right leg while the right leg presses back into the hand. So you'll feel that nice stretch through the inner side of the right thigh, and then peel the left shoulder back and open and look back over the left shoulder. So you'll feel a really nice rotation through the thoracic in this posture. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, left shoulder drops down and the right shoulder peels back. So the left hand really presses to the inner side of the left thigh, peeling the right shoulder back and looking back over the right shoulder. So breathing deeply here, make sure the belly draws in. Feel the rotation through the thoracic, through the upper back. It's a really nice rotation. Inhale, come back to center. Slowly release from the posture. Then gently narrow the feet and then step back to the front of the mat, Samastahiti. Take a few breaths in. Feel the body. So we're going to move into 10 minutes of meditation now. I like to sit up on a cushion or a block, so feel free to get something to sit on. It can sometimes be a lot more comfortable. Well, it often is a lot more comfortable for the hips and the knees. Just to kind of lift the hips up a little bit. just settle in here. So take your time kind of finding a comfortable seat. And if you feel like already that there's loads of discomfort, you can also pop some blankets or some cushions kind of under the knees as well, just to support the legs as much as possible. And just let the belly hang out like a little pot here. So you want to just learn how to soften the belly and release all of the tension from the core. Make sure that you have some time here so that there's nothing to distract you. There's a little bit of a misconception that meditation is all about clearing the thoughts out of the head, but actually it's more about just learning how to be with these thoughts instead of reacting to them, and instead of becoming fully engaged with them, we over time learn how to let them come and just let them pass. Sometimes when my mind is busy, I literally just say to myself over and over again, right here, right here, right here. And this in itself just gently starts to train the mind. We have anchors that we can use, like the breath and sensation, and I often start just by feeling the breath at the nostrils and on the top lip. Notice how the inhalation is quite cool in temperature, and the exhalation is warm. You can feel the exhalation on the top lip. As we observe the breath moving in and out, this will start to anchor us into this moment. It's natural for the mind to wander. Just continue to bring yourself back into the practice, into your body, and into this moment. It doesn't really matter whether your hands are on your knees or your hands are in your lap. Just allow the arms to become heavy. And make sure that the shoulders are soft. And there's a gentle lift of the spine, but all of the outer edges of the body are relaxed. The face is relaxed, and the jaw is soft. The tongue is soft. And as we practice, we become innately aware how the mind is always drawing us away from ourselves. Distractions outside of ourselves, like noise, or just that internal monologue. Eventually we become aware of it, and this is our cue to draw the awareness back into the body and observe the breath. Moving in and out of the body. We may start to get sensation through the legs, pins and needles, sensations of aching, or just sensations. We learn how to sit with these sensations. These sensations become inclusive of the breath, moving in and out of the body. Over time, these sensations, they'll start to dissolve. The mind will wander, always trying to pull us away from the present moment. So we draw our awareness back into the body, observing breath, observing sensation, inclusive of the breath. Notice the organic pause in between each breath. Observe if you have the feeling that you need to react to sensation, to the chattering mind. And just know that this is part of the practice. Do your best to not become fully engaged. And just be here, now, with breath and with sensation. We start to understand that there is no good or bad meditation. We cannot be bad at meditation. As long as we show up, we arrive. We're doing everything right, imperfectly perfect, as we sit here with whatever arises. This is the practice. Just simply to sit with yourself, to be with yourself, and observe what arises from moment to moment, with no attachment to what this should or shouldn't be like. Become aware of the outer edges of your body as you gently open the eyes and take a few deep breaths here. Feel the energy of yourself and the energy in the room around you. And we'll close the practice with 3 chants of Om. Bring the hands to the heart. Take a big breath in. Feel the resonant sound of Om. And then interlace the fingers, press the palms up towards the sky, keep the shoulders down as you stretch the belly and the spine. And then take the right hand down to the mat and really take a stretch through the left side of the body. Peel the left shoulder back and look up. Keep the left sitting bones anchored. If it's more comfortable, you can come to the forearm. Otherwise, just stay on the right hand. When you're ready, come back to center, left hand on the mat, and then stretching through the right side of the body, reaching to the right fingertips, keeping the right shoulder away from the ear and keeping connected through the right sitting bones. And feeling that stretch through the right side of the body and breathing into the right rib cage. Coming back to center. Bringing the hands to the heart and then bowing forward with gratitude, touch the earth and feel her support beneath you. Thanks for joining me today. And when you're ready, you can slowly make your way up to stand. I always just like to take a little stretch here. Let the spine hang in a forward fold and then stretch the spine forward, hands on the shins. And exhale again, draw yourself into your legs. Inhale, lengthen forward, look forward. And exhale, draw yourself into your legs. Yeah, take your time rolling up to stand and have a beautiful day. Move slowly, drink lots of water. And take plenty of time for yourself. It's vital to feel whole. Namaste. See you soon. Bye.